My name's April and I'm the nursery manager and landscape designer here at Farmer John's Greenhouse. Today I'm going to be talking about why fall is a great time to plant and how in just general to plant trees and shrubs. Also, we're going to highlight a few trees and shrubs that have great fall interest. So fall is a great time to plant because usually we have cooler temperatures and more rain. Even once trees and shrubs lose their leaves, the roots can still establish up until when the ground freezes without having to support all that top growth. So the ground freezes typically mid-December in Michigan, so that gives a good amount of time for those roots to grow. So when you go to plant tree or shrub, once you take that out of the pot, you want to uncover what is the root flare. So if you see a tree in the forest or a park, you can see where those first primary roots are coming off and going into the ground. So you want that same root flare to be visible when you plant at home. You can see this tree had dirt up to about here. That bark is not made to have dirt up that high. This is the graft point. This tree's grafted onto a different rootstock. So you want to pull all the dirt away to actually find the root flare. So you can see how much of that was buried within the pot. And that just happens because just the process of putting things into pots can bring dirt up around there. So now we've finally gotten to where those roots are coming off. These little roots are what happens when that trunk is covered by dirt. So there you can see that's where those first primary roots are coming off. So you can start to see the flare there. You want to cut off any what are called adventitious roots and any roots that are circling, because what can happen is as the root gets bigger and the trunk gets bigger, if they're circling the trunk, it will eventually choke the tree out. Finally gotten down to the root flare on this tree. You can see the flare starting here. I've cut any small adventitious roots, made sure that there's no circling roots. You kind of pulled the roots out so they'll start growing outward as opposed to continue growing like they were in the pot in a more circular motion. So at this point you can plant this tree. You're going to want to bring the soil up to about here. Make sure you spread the roots out when you put it in the hole. You're going to want to use your native soil. The only thing I recommend adding at the time of planting is a product with mycorrhizae in it. We have two products here at Farmer John's, the Biotone Starter Plus and the Mike's. Mycorrhizae are a beneficial fungus that naturally occur in the soil, and they work with plant roots to increase the plant root surface area. So it helps plants get nutrients and water faster because that root system is increased. So both of these I definitely recommend putting in. You just mix it into the planting hole as you're planting, and it will help those roots grow faster. So now we're going to talk about a few trees and shrubs that have nice fall interest. So here we have our Japanese maple section. A lot of Japanese maples will have a maroon leaf over the summer, which gives some color there during that season. Some do have green leaves, just depends on the variety. What's nice about Japanese maples is in the fall they got even more brilliant fall color. So they go from more of a muted maroon a lot of times to an even brighter fall color. So these haven't even started showing their fall color yet. You can see this is a fire glow, how much color there is even just during the summer, but that will get even more brilliant. One of the shrubs that is a fall favorite is burning bush. They have a green foliage all summer, and then when fall comes they turn a brilliant red. They do need full sun to get the best fall color. This is an example of a mature burning bush. So you can see the top part's starting to go into fall color while the bottom is still it has the summer green leaf on it, and over the next few weeks it'll turn entirely that bright red color. This is our selection of red maples. So red maples grow into nice large shade trees. They have green leaves during the summer, and then they get a beautiful red color. There's ones that are a little more orangey, ones that are deeper red, depending on the variety, but they are just gorgeous in the fall. Now I'm going to talk about some additional interests, such as berries that you can find in the fall. This is a coral berry, and it's just starting to get mature berries on it. So you can see how covered it is. They still have quite a bit of green, but they mature into a beautiful pink berry that persists fairly long into the fall. That's not necessarily fall color, but is giving you color in the fall garden with the berries. Another really beautiful fall berry. This one is Cardinal Candy Viburnum. So again, you can just see you get not only this bright red berry, but then also this orangey fall color. This is Winterberry Holly. So this is a type of holly that loses its leaves in the winter, but it gets this beautiful red berry on it. And what's nice about this one is that it does persist fairly long into the winter. So it's great to use during the holiday season. Thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have any further questions, come visit us at Farmer John's. Hope to see you soon.